Hello and welcome to Washington Exec's video series. I'm Amanda Ziadeh, senior writer with Washington Exec, and today I'm joined by Chris Bjornson. He's the Chief Information Officer at Accenture Federal Services. Thank you so much for joining me today, Chris.
Well, thanks, Amanda. It's a pleasure to be here. Enjoy the time and looking forward to it.
Of course. So we're diving into the advantages and innovations of platforms as a service. So I wanted to first ask you how have you and Accenture Federal Services leveraged platforms as a service to help scale services?
Yeah, I think, for me, I try to, in this category, bundle platforms as both platforms of service and software as a service, because the real opportunity is speed to value. I think that being tech focused and being able to be part of your business or part of the mission is around value, right? We're all looking to try and find ways to bring new value, and being tech focused around that means that we can eliminate some of the barriers to entry and we can show more of the art of the possible. For example, in traditional sense, you would look at a packaged software and think about what's out of the box. And then you go into out of the box and how you make that customized to your business needs, your industry specifications, things of that nature. And when you can immediately kind of bring a platform and you can show what it is able to do with configuration, you're able to then bring the dialogue more around, well, how can your business change? How does the process evolve? Because you're actually able to demonstrate what that platform can help you see that you may not otherwise have thought of, because we're all so busy in our swim lanes. And so to bring that platform capability gives you rapid response, and it gives you the ability to scale very quickly. If you think about certain platforms like Microsoft Office 365 and the suite of Power Platforms that it has, or ServiceNow, or Salesforce, any of these have quote unquote out of the box capabilities that you can very quickly provide some business value. And we've done that with virtual collaboration. We've done that with workflow with ServiceNow around things in terms of returning to the office or managing recovery times, and being able to then show to the business things that can be enabled very, very quickly that then allow you to say, well, if you want it now, we can use it the way the platform provides it. If we need to customize it, then there might be some lead time to do that. But most importantly, it then also expands into being able to then add other complementary capabilities, such as analytics or even AI, within these platforms.
Yeah, and can you expand on that point around how you've used analytics and AI?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to. I think once you've been able to bring the journey to the value of the business, and you then now have your data, your processes fitting within some of those out of the box capabilities, if you will, or platform value add capabilities, you can then apply analytics, AI, and you can look at things as how to modernize your business process. So for us, I'll give you a good example. We're in the people business. We're a services-oriented company. We're focused on the federal mission, and our goal is to bring the best people at the right time to the mission. And to modernize that, we had to think about how do we better bring our resources and skills to roles and definitions and projects that we're delivering, and using things like machine learning to better complement the matching process, so that you're not relying on someone to try and figure out whether this role means something that this person's resume means, and you can accelerate that. What you do is you begin to think about how to handle the exceptions. So you can create a core that you can then accelerate to be able to create more. I know I kept saying value in the past, but the exceptions process is what makes it hard, right? There's always that beginning, bottom, left, endpoint, last mile, 10% that makes it hard. And if you can pivot your expertise around the exceptions so that the analytics and the machine learning can help accelerate capabilities, that's what we've been able to do. We've been able to do a better job of accelerating finding people before they go to bench and be able to get to the next project, and then focus on people that have certain commute limitations or certain specialty skills that we need to ensure that they are in a particular role for clearance processing, for something like that. So that's kind of what's helpful there is being able to use that data and to be able to support that.
So how do you lead change with rapidly evolving technologies like platforms as a service and artificial intelligence?
Yeah, I mean, these are advanced technologies, and it's really about building a new foundation. That new foundation allows you to accelerate, and it gets back to that scale and speed to value that I mentioned earlier. And I sort of joke, artificial intelligence. There's a lot of different acronyms that you can kind of associate to AI, and the one for me is it's kind of like accidental insights, right? What can the data tell you didn't know about? If you look at innovation and how many times a new invention is an accident, right? And to me, if you think about artificial intelligence, not in terms of not being able to understand it or to do something that displaces human work, but it's creating those insights, things that you might not otherwise know. We're all people of our own experiences and our own sort of networks and collaboration. But when you can apply data-driven insights and AI, you can then build a new foundation for things you might not otherwise have seen. You can transcend different elements of that, and that's something that is a very different model, and it requires a continuous learning and a continuous investment to operationalize. And then to do that right, you really need to apply a human-centered design, right? Where you're really thinking about the business process and the people that it's affecting, not just the people that are adjudicating or managing the capability, but the folks that are affected by it. And that focus on the end user, the end human aspect of this is what's most important. And that's where you get back to supporting value around exceptions processing and moving the core to new ways of providing value for your business and for your mission.
Yeah, it's certainly interesting and important to follow the advancements in artificial intelligence and their use in government. So thank you so much for sharing this with us today, Chris.
Absolutely. Happy to be here, and great talking with you, Amanda. Take care.
You too.